Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Ruth Middleton. I am from Maidenhead and I go to a church in Maidenhead. The question that I have been given to talk about this morning is, what is the point of Jesus for me? And for me, one of the most crazy things about Jesus is the fact that he was God. The fact that God wanted me to be in his family, wanted us to be in his family so much that he actually came down and became one of us. That totally blows me away. That literally amazes me that Jesus was God and he stepped down to become human, and now he's changed forever. Like, God changed himself forever to be with us and to have us as part of his family, and that is exciting. Very exciting. Not just that, but when Jesus was here on the earth, he's the only one, the first one, that said to us, God is your father and he wants you to be his children. You know, that's completely amazing. God's not some distant being miles away that like created the cosmos and now doesn't care, or he's not some sort of angry God up there that's blaming and judging and you know, making life hard for us. Actually, he's our father, he loves us and he wants us to be his children. And for me, that is part of who Jesus is for me and my daily walk as a human being. Actually somebody who knows they're part of God's family. The other thing that's cool about Jesus, one of his names is Emmanuel, which means God with us. And I don't know about you guys, but I find life pretty hard. Like, life is actually quite tough sometimes. You know, whether that's just the daily grind or whether that's actually more serious stuff that goes wrong for us. And one of the incredible things for me about Jesus is the fact that God himself came here and lived life as a human being. He lived on this earth, this tough life, as a human being, and experienced that, you know. So actually, when God says he is with us, he's not just with us in some kind of, you know, ethereal way, but like he actually knows what it is to be a human being, to go through this tough life on earth. And not just that, but you know, Easter talks to us about the fact that Jesus suffered and died the worst death imaginable, betrayed by friends, incredible pain, on his own at the end, you know, dying for something which wasn't his fault. You know, actually he knows what it is not just to live as a human being, but to suffer and die as a human being as well. And I find that incredibly comforting, you know, that whatever I go through in life, Jesus knows what it's like and he's here with me through it. And for me, that gives me real freedom from fear. I don't have to be afraid of the future because I know whatever I go through in this life and even in death, God's there with me. He's my father. And he actually knows and has been through it himself. And that is completely incredible to me. Like, nothing gives me that amount of confidence and comfort and courage for the future as knowing that my God has done it already and he knows what it's like and he's here with me. The other thing is that obviously with Easter, a massive thing is the resurrection, the fact that Jesus didn't stay dead when he died, but he came back to life again. And the Bible actually says that Jesus has the keys to death and that he has beaten death. You know, and that actually, if we're friends with God, if we're part of his family, then we don't need to fear death, because death is not the end. That actually it's just the beginning of a new adventure, of a new life, going to live with God and being in his house. You know, he came here and he lived with us on this earth, and actually when we die, we've got the opportunity to be part of his family and go and live with him in his house. And that's amazing. So actually it's not just for me, the fact that you know, having Jesus as part of my life means that I don't have to be afraid for now and for what's going to happen, but I don't have to be afraid for then either. And that's incredible. I don't think anything else can bring you that amount of freedom from fear. I don't think there's anything else that exists. So yeah, that's what Jesus is for me. And I just want to finish with a challenge to you guys to have a little think about this morning. What is Jesus to you?